hello chat. Welcome to the BanjoTooie Challenge Series. This is now the second match of the bracket stage. Yesterday we had Alpha going toe-to-toe with iCup and very narrowly edging it out against him. That's putting it nicely. So we see on one side of the bracket we're going to have Alpha versus GDO, and on the current side of the bracket we've got Thunderstorm versus Znernicus facing off to see who's going to go up against GoGo later in the week. This is a best of one series, so they got one category that's going to be put in front of them, and the first one to do it gets to move on. I'll be joined on commentary by GDO and GoGo, as I've written down at the bottom. Say hello, guys.
Hello.
And then once our runners get back here, we can get started.
I love getting started.
True.
Name. All right, I'm back.
All right, that's one. Wait, I sure hope these are two different streams that I'm looking at, because Sutter, can you move your camera just a little bit? Oh, it's okay. I see. Znernicus has a second controller plugged in. I was like, you guys were both on the same exact part of the menu with the same look on your files, with the same animation in the hand, and I was worried that I lost one of your streams.
One slightly brighter than the other, but that's basically it.
You know, it's 8:01. It is well within my rights to just say 3, 2, 1, go. And they, well, Znernicus, sorry, you're late. I did also tell him he could go do what he needs to do. So, chat, how was your day? My day was great. Thanks for asking.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. Okay, can you both get ready to start, please?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah, we're ready.
Let me also do this for my co-commentators. Okay, so then we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck.
Good luck, have fun.
Luck.
Let's throw them away.
Good luck.
Let's turn on somebody's audio. Let's get ready to start the timer when we see him.
Let's enlarge your OBS window.
What do you mean enlarge my OBS window?
It looks very small for us.
Oh, go out of studio mode. Does that help?
There you go. That's much better.
Okay, so, what is the challenge? Let's go swap that over real quick to here. So this challenge comes to you from Ring Rush. This, I've titled it Look Ma, No Hands. And it's very, very simple rules. Collect the styracosaurus jiggy, and do it without learning grip grab.
Oh.
Very straightforward, or is it? Or is it? What could be the potential challenges these guys will face having to try to do this jiggy without grip grab?
I mean, how do you even press the train switch and lift up without grip grab?
Yeah, that's
Well,
definitely a problem they're gonna have to solve.
Yeah.
The only way I can think is DCWing as Solo Kazooie with probably leg spring and wing whack or glide.
Maybe. I don't know. We're just gonna have to see.
I mean, the only two ways that I know how to do it is that you either do that with leg spring, or we may see some shenanigans with hybrid banjo
I do want
and
to say.
sackback.
I do want to say thanks, Carrie. By the way, Carrie says that my picture. She loves my picture, and you know what? Usually we got another guy that does the pictures, and he was unavailable for this one, so I stressed myself out trying to do a picture in his likeness, and I'm glad that it landed. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. Anyways,
it was a very graphic picture.
It was, but like a lot of Cole's pictures are also quite bloody, so I just...
Yeah, they are.
So anyways, go ahead with what you were... Continue with what you were saying, Gogo.
So yeah, basically, as far as I'm aware, there's only two ways to like reach that clipped up switch without grip grab. You either DCW as Solo Kazooie to clip up, Or if people are feeling fancy, they could probably do it as solo banjo, and that would definitely require a lot more jiggies and moves, and we're probably not gonna see that.
I don't even know if sack pack jumping could even make it to the jiggy, because remember, the platform where you hit the train switch is a little higher than like the cliff. So you would need to gain like some additional height to get over there, right?
Oh yeah, my bad. I think what Ring Rush did is that he actually used the Floatus Philodium, right, to actually get on that ledge.
Oh, a Floatus.
Yeah, so
So
That would save a lot of notes.
Queen Stopey has a question. How do you DCW to Clifftop? Well, I can tell you one way that it doesn't work, which is a myth that has been going around. If you talk to Jam Jars in Clifftop to learn Ice Eggs, that does not set your DCW. Did you know that?
I did.
No.
I knew that. Yes.
I didn't
I
know
will-
that, so I don't ever test my challenges. That's not true.
Uh,
I very rarely test my challenges, but I did test this one. And I tried
Oh.
to DCW off of Ice Eggs, and let me tell you how surprised I was when I ended up in GI. Can't do it that way. You gotta find another way to DCW to Clifftop.
I mean, the easy way is probably with the bridge switch that leads to HFP. Like, I'm 90% sure that that one just works, but I'm not sure if just calling the train would be enough. Actually, you wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So, GDO brought up, or in fact, in one of the earlier challenges, I think it was challenge number 7, when we were asking people to recreate pictures, he did a DCW to Wooded Hollow. And how did you do that, GDO?
I did it as Solo Kazooie.
But how?
So you split up in GGM, and then you run all the way to fuel storage without taking a warp pad, because warp pads count as cutscenes.
But how did you set your cutscene? How did you set your DCW location to Wooded Hollow? Is what I'm getting at.
Oh, I just talked to the obelisk outside the level.
Which there's one of in Clifftop.
There's actually 2 of in Clifftop.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also the train, like, signpost. If you talk to that and talk to
Really?
Chuffy, does it not bring up bars?
I don't know.
Does
Well,
that-
so
that-
that's the myth about the frickin' bars. Jam Jars brings up the bars, but he doesn't set
Yeah.
your DCW location.
See, I would not think that the signpost for Chuffy would bring it up would change the DCW location, honestly.
Dango asks, why on earth would Ice X take you to GI? It's because my DCW location was already set to GI, and I thought I was overwriting it by talking to Jam Jars for Ice Eggs, but I didn't. So, also, spoilers, why one might want to be going to GI in a route like this.
Yeah.
You're just gonna have to find out. So, we see Znernicus taking a witchy or a empty first approach, it looks like, or at least doing the puzzle first, whereas Sunder's made a beeline straight to GGM.
Yeah. I mean, I do like the GGM. It's just like, I mean, setting up for classic 14 jiggy route, but I mean, you can do that empty first as well.
Yeah. And it's also a question of, think about how many jiggies you might want for this category. Is Golden Goliath one of those jiggies you want to get?
I mean, you could always just get it with Clockworks later on as well.
Are you talking to Claire about the Witchy World train switch?
No, I was talking about collecting the Golden Goliath jiggy with Clockworks.
Because I'm pretty sure Clockworks don't hit train switches. Would the Witchy World train switch be a non-issue? Well, it's definitely not a non-issue.
Yeah. To get up there, they would probably need... I'd probably need the leg spring up there as well.
Oh, what happened to Sunder? I think Sunder was ditching the gate switch to go make his way towards Bill Drill. He doesn't have enough notes for it, though.
Yeah. Maybe he messed up his... Yeah, he probably realized he didn't have enough notes, because he might have been setting up to do, like, the jump or something,
Right.
and was like, oh, I have no notes, so I gotta
Yeah. And since he doesn't have the move, he can't do that anymore. He can't do the section.
Mm-hmm. He still needs. Oh, and he doesn't have Bill Drill. Oh, he's falling apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go to GGM first, you want to do the detonator stuff first, so you can pick up your notes in fuel storage and your notes on the green glitter pile.
Yeah.
See, I would say that the thing that Znernicus is doing right now is not too bad to do the Galliot Jiggy.
Yeah.
People say that it's like slow, but like if you're getting 28 jiggies, like the Galliot Jiggy, if you do it the intended way, is not that slow either.
I would definitely go for it.
Yeah.
So a lot of people in chat have been talking about leg spring. You know, the commentators, we've been alluding to it. Yes, leg spring is probably the best way to go about this. Probably the best way to get the Witchy World train switch, and one of the ways that you can get the cliff top train switch. So the issue is leg spring is all holed up all the way in GI, and there's no good way to get to GI without getting 28 jiggies and opening the level, besides using your DCW. However, these guys are going to have to use their DCW for something else, which we've also been alluding to a little bit.
Yeah.
I do wonder though, is leg spring enough, or do you also need glide to press the cliff top switch?
The platform that cliff top switch is on is actually not that far away from Ice Eggs.
Yeah.
Like it's just
like
raised up a little
you
bit.
can. Yeah, you can make the jump from the train switch onto like back cliff top in one Talon Trot jump without flapping as BK.
Right.
So I think all you really need is leg spring and wing whack.
Now,
I
alternatively,
don't know if you can do it with just flapping.
Oh yeah, I forgot wing whack was a thing.
So alternatively, I'd like to bring this up. There is a way to get the cliff top switch without learning leg spring, meaning they don't have to get the 28 jiggies to go to GI and learn leg spring and all that. There is a way. Well, that's not true. They would need claw clambers from GI anyways. I was thinking you could get claw clambers and glide. But at that point, you might as well just get leg spring.
Yeah. Claw clambers and glide would be really funny to see, but it's it would also be well, I guess you'd be getting the white Jinjo for sure anyway if you're getting this many jiggies, so the Jinjo cutscene wouldn't be an issue.
Sunder.
Oh no, Thunder.
Yeah, Ring Rush brings up a good point. You could probably gain some height somewhere else without the claw clambers. But that still begs the question: how the heck are you getting the Witchy World train switch? Which maybe there's some height shenanigans you can do with glide as well, and
yeah,
it would turn this into a 14 jiggy category. Which, you know what, I didn't think about that.
Like it's kind of like that thing where you can like glide and wing whack against like the side of that pipe to get on top. Maybe there's a wall to do it in that room, but
I mean,
I don't know.
Round 4, 5, and 6 at detonator levitation. He's not getting it.
I mean, I would assume that like if you were to jump like right in front of Mumbo's skull and lift up, you would get enough height to get to the train switch, but not sure about Witchy World though.
Sunder's having trouble with this trick.
Yeah, Mumbo's mic is usually a little quieter.
I've moved it closer to my face. Is this better? If not, I can turn myself up on.
Yeah, you should turn yourself up on OBS a little bit.
Okay, so I'm at minus 1.6, so let's go to minus 0.8. Let's see how that is.
Alright, Thunder, third time's the charm, right?
Well, 7th.
Yeah, true.
But anyways, Znernicus picking up his white Jinjo, just going through the motions, collecting all the easy jiggies and MT. There you go, Sunder. Well done.
Hey.
Fun fact, if you can do detonator levitation, you can do Moontails and DK, because it's pretty much the same thing.
Nice.
I'm sitting here being like, what do you guys mean Sunder's done? I realized I was watching on the stream, not on the Discord stream.
Oh.
I was wondering why you guys were foretelling the future.
Uh-huh.
It just never occurred to me that I had the wrong window up.
If you can do Moontails, that means you can do Detonator Levitation.
Moontails are really fun.
Yeah,
I like Moontails.
I enjoy them as well.
Is this basically the thing that you do with the with like the double jump mechanic in DK64?
With Diddy specifically, yes. You like do a standing attack and a double jump at the same time, and that lets you jump out of it.
Oh, nice.
So it's the best way to gain height.
Yeah.
True! Electric Fortune, true! Good on Znernicus for not risking a potential soft lock there. And shoutouts to Gogo's neighbors and or family who are having a great time. And or TV, who's having a great time.
Yeah, my bad.
No, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Sunder sliding on top of that sign.
Yeah, I
keep
noticed
forgetting
that.
that you can walk on the sign. It like sticks out from the wall just enough. Ooh, Znernicus missed the jiggy at the top. There we go. Got it on the second swoop.
So, will Znernicus remember that he does not have grip grab, and he can only get one jiggy in Prison Compound? Because let me tell you, I didn't. Claire, I mean, I don't really know what a sneak peek would look like. If and when we do BTCS number 3, it's just going to be the same stuff. It's going to be 8 categories that are fun and different, and then a bracket stage.
We need a good amount of time to think of more ideas. Everyone submit their silly ideas to Mumbo.
Please do that, yes. And if we use your idea, we'll tell you, and we'll be happy for it.
The sooner Mumbo gets his inbox spammed with great ideas, the sooner number 3 can happen.
Well, Cole and I really have a lot of ideas. We have a document with a lot of freaking ideas. So honestly, we could just do season 3 right now. We have enough. But obviously,
all right, right now.
Obviously, we've picked, the 8 that are the highest quality and like are the most different from each other. So there's like a couple good ideas that we didn't use because they were too similar to other categories we've already done.
Yeah.
And then there's a couple ideas that are okay.
All right. I did have one idea like
Send it to me.
that popped into my head like right before I fell asleep yesterday, and now I'll probably DM you right now.
Perfect.
My idea.
Yeah, and I'll let you know, and you won't be able to compete in it, obviously. But anyways, talking about the runners, Thunderstorm is back on the gate switch, whereas Znernicus is now making his way into GGM. He skipped pillars. He said, I don't want to do anything in Prison Compound. Oh, he didn't have nades anyways.
Yeah, he'll probably come back later with
You'd hope.
Works anyway.
Dilberta and pillars are fast. Znernicus making his way to Detonator now. Sunder, don't land in a bad spot. Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah, better in than out.
True. Although, you don't have grip grab, buddy! Already coming into play.
I mean, he hasn't even been to MT yet, so...
Oh, true.
He wouldn't have grip grab anyway.
True. Wasn't thinking about it. I was just thinking about... Because like I said, I don't very often test my own categories, but I did test this one. And there were a lot of times where I was like, damn, I don't have grip grab. I can't do it this way.
Grip grab would be really helpful right about now. Yeah, despawn the Dragunda.
True. I made it all the way to the top of Prison Compound. I didn't do the leap of faith. I didn't jump, try to grip grab, and then fall. Plus, I think you could probably do a mid-air jump to get across as well. But I don't know how difficult that would be. Probably get it after a while.
But yeah, I mean, despawning the Dragunda isn't like, super... I mean, I guess it is super uncommon, but when I hosted the Any Percent tournament, like back when it was still old Any Percent on this channel, I think in the tournament we saw 3 people get the despawn.
Really? Like,
yeah,
at the same time, or?
In the same tournament.
Okay.
because it was like, you know, back then you had to go do pillars, and then you went and got swamp, and then, you know, you warped out.
Ooh, I should probably change the title.
Everyone would get the jiggy in swamp, and then they would just kind of stand there waiting for the Dragunda to whip them to the other side, but they just were standing there because they despawned it. And so it was really funny seeing it every time it happened. Because nobody expects to have it happen.
Alright, there we go. I sent my goal idea.
Oh, baby.
Oh, wow. The title I tried to put is way too long, so let's shorten that up.
Yeah. I mean, detonator levitation like isn't like super hard. I mean, Znernicus has done like a lot of bingo as well.
Yeah.
Like Znernicus isn't new to Banjo at all. He's definitely he doesn't like speedrun at any main categories at all, but he likes doing
he used to
like
speedrun any percent.
silly challenge races. Yeah, he did. That's true.
I feel
that
like
was a main trick in any percent.
Didn't we like literally teach him any percent at GDQ? Wasn't there that one GDQ?
That sounds like something Znernicus would be interested in doing. So probably.
I remember when we did that like BanjoTooie Donkey Kong 64 team bingo thing. Like
yeah, Znernicus was on my team for that one, I think. Or maybe not. I can't remember who I teamed with. I'm pretty sure it was Znernicus.
I was with Emo.
Yeah, that was that bingo where like all the Tooie runners looked at the card and were like, that one.
Yeah.
Find something that works.
Yeah.
It's like I don't care what you say. Like the Banjo runners are all picking this row, and if they don't, they're losing.
And it does seem like Znernicus also failed the the sewer timer there.
That's a long walk back too.
Sunder doing a bit of a think there.
Oh, did he not tag the entrance warp pad?
I don't think so. He's coming back for Bill Drill.
Yeah. Well, Sunder has lifted the train. Of course, the train is very much required for this Jiggy, because it's the only way that you can get the dinosaur from Witchy World into TDL.
We're gonna see old King Cole fight too.
This is really not that bad, and
I hate it.
Everyone makes it out to be way worse than it really is.
Is it time to see like old King Cole done with pegs?
Yeah, he doesn't have.
I mean, he better. He only has 36 blue eggs.
Yeah.
It's really not that bad. It's a little slow, maybe.
I'm pretty sure it's faster to do it with pegs when you have on blue eggs only, right?
Yeah. I mean, we saw iCup do it with blue eggs in the meme rewards tournament, and it was pretty. Well, I guess he also didn't have egg aim, and neither does Sunder, so Sunder should be pecking him.
Yeah.
Nope, he's just shooting blue eggs. So he's gonna have to peck him eventually, because he's just gonna run out of blue eggs.
Oh, I have not been looking. I guess I'd never thought that there should be questions. Is it against the rules to test something on practice ROM? I guess no.
I mean, during the race?
Go ahead. You could use whatever resources. I mean, I guess it's
I guess.
Is he wants to test how the heck he's gonna do cliff top.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's a little bit of a gray area because not everybody has the practice ROM, but I mean, I try to be emphatic about use resources during the race.
Yeah.
So practice ROM's a resource.
Yeah, and both of them have the practice ROM, like you could see them both practice regularly.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought pecking only did 2 damage to Cole, not 3.
Yeah, and gold feathers only do 5, so...
I mean, when you hit him with gold feathers anyway, you get recoiled back. so you like constantly have to use gold feathers every time you run into him.
Yeah. I do remember that some people thought that
Well done.
gold feathers was like the highest DPS when you don't have like good eggs for gold, but sadly no, it's not 10 damage per hit with gold feathers.
How often do the hits happen?
I mean,
Like you run into him.
I mean, it's also really hard to just reach Cole since he's gonna be going faster than you with gold feathers.
Right.
Yeah, you kind of have to cut him off. Anyway, Sunder's out of there.
Old King Cole, underrated boss theme, by the way. You just never hear it. Sunder, by
Yeah.
the way, switching to the practice ROM to test his theories. Which,
Yeah.
I said you could do it, and go ahead.
I assume that like grip grabs would not count towards this time, right?
Oh,
Since
yeah,
it's...
because it's not on the actual file that he's playing, yeah.
Okay, true.
Where is he going? He's at cliff-top!
No.
Oh yeah, he's gonna test to see if like leg spring is good enough, right?
I'm curious what his thoughts are here.
Oh, I wonder if he's looking for a split up kind of mode.
Right?
Oh right.
Change his character to solo K.
Yeah, he's going out to... unfortunately, you can't... I mean, I guess you can warp to Clifftop as a solo character.
Right.
You won't be able to go through the loading zone.
Meanwhile, Znernicus doing pillars.
Alright, last jump. That looks good to me.
Yeah, well done.
Yep, here we go.
People have been
Nice.
nailing pillars on stream lately.
Yeah. Oh, is he actually gonna glide? Yeah, see, that's the strat that I was thinking of. Like, if you jump right there, that's an easy jump if you have glide,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it
But-
is.
Oh, but it doesn't know about the wing whack tech, so it's gonna be a little tight.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright,
there.
he made it. Good.
Oh,
So
okay.
I guess that's Sunder's strategy. Get glide.
So, but now,
are
player,
we-
the issue is how the heck do you do the button in Witchy World with glide?
Mm-hmm.
Are
And-
we...
What if he does HFP early, man? That'd be so sick. I'd be so impressed.
Not get...
I mean, before he does it, he does need to get like 660 notes. Well, I guess he can collect the ones in
Yeah,
in HFP.
he'd have to do it without GI or CCL,
CCL.
which means he'd only be allowed to skip 40 notes in the rest.
Yeah, which I think he's already like done half of not getting the treble in in GGM.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Another thing
like-
is, I put a 3-hour time limit on the category. Like when I did it myself, like I got it in like about 2 hours.
Yeah.
But then, what if neither of them do it within 3 hours? Like, what am I supposed to do? So maybe I should have just not put a time limit.
I really doubt that we're gonna hit the time limit, honestly.
I doubt it as well.
3 hours seems extremely generous for this challenge.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Not gonna lie, I thought an hour and a half was all you'd need, but I guess if there's probably complications that I would not think of.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do it in an hour and a half, maybe, but
See,
because it's like 28 jiggies, but then you also have all the long stuff like the styrac getting together. You have Mumbo, all the train stuff
Yeah.
as well,
see, like,
and not being able to use grip grab.
see, here's the thing, like, getting 28 jiggies, like, can be done in roughly an hour, right, based on what we've seen in other
Right.
challenges. So, and I don't think it takes more than 30 minutes to just set up the train stuff, right?
Well, I mean, you think about it from a bingo perspective, and yeah, like, Heal the 6 Styrac is like 15 minutes by itself, and then all the other stuff. Plus,
Yeah, but
you
on
gotta
top,
think, you can't
on
use your
top of that,
DCW.
yeah, there's getting that Isla Hag's train switch
Mhm.
is like gonna take up a lot of the time in this category. Like aside from the 28 jiggies, like sure you get a lot of notes on the way, but I mean like in an hour, sure you can get 28 jiggies, but you're probably not getting 28 jiggies and like 500 notes kind of thing.
Right.
Not gonna lie, probably would not surprise me if like Sunder like tries to go for the Witcher World Switch like before he DCWs
Oh,
and he
yeah.
would and be like, damn, how do I get there?
DCWing should like really be one of the last things you do.
Yeah.
And I very specifically put in the extended rules. I said, hint, be careful with your DCW. Because
Yep.
I really don't want this challenge to be decided, by one person screwing up their DCW and then it's just over.
I mean, when they're in Witchy World, hopefully maybe they'll go down and like kind of look at the train switch and then be like, and then walk out. And then Sunder will send another message in Discord.
Taxi Pack is really not so bad. Like anybody who's done the 100% route knows you can pack whack up there. Maybe one of our runners forgets to learn pack whack. And there's also the question of like, how do you split up? Because if you're just thinking, oh, I'm gonna go into River Passage, I'm gonna go split up and learn Taxi Pack. Well, how are you gonna get up to the split up paths?
Yeah.
So I expect one or both of our runners will get there and be like, oh, I gotta go split up somewhere else.
I mean, there's a split up pad like right at the bottom of
There is.
like River Passage, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's really not that much of a detour, but it's just the like emotional damage of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snopey, I was laughing to myself. I didn't want to interrupt the conversation,
oh, I
but
didn't
I was
notice
like,
it.
Sunder took the widest arc possible around Grip Grab. It was actually really funny.
Alright, so looks like Znernicus is done with his first 2 levels. Does he have 14 jiggies? Well, he hasn't made a second trip in MT yet, so
Yeah, he after he did Dilberta, he did a bunch of GGM stuff, and then he
Okay.
got the Dilberta Jiggy,
I understand.
and then well,
The 1 hour penalty is intended not to like really be a penalty. It's more of a like seriously
Okay,
don't
I'm
use
back.
grip grab. But in case both our runners need to use grip grab once, then it's still a race, you know?
Yeah.
all right, how much of that did you guys hear?
Like none of it.
None
Go
of it? Okay. I honestly can't remember what I was talking about anymore.
It's jiggy
What
number
were we
10
talking
so
about right before I cut off?
taking the widest path around grip grab, 1 hour penalty. Oh, Znernicus collecting his jiggies in GGM.
Oh,
Or
that's
stuff.
right. Yeah, when he went in to do prison compound, he bill drilled the boulder, and then he went into grab some stuff, and then walked back out.
Gotcha.
And then he walked out without opening Witchy World.
Yeah, he says
Or-
raffle
or
on
Joe.
autopilot.
Yeah. At least he remembered to go back in, unlike me.
So Znernicus is pretty solidly ahead in terms of progress, but Sunder is potentially ahead in knowledge because he did take that extra time to figure out how the heck he was going to do Clifftop.
Yeah. I mean, he also has the train set up.
True, which Znernicus hasn't done that yet.
Yeah, and that does take
Nice
a
eggs,
long
buddy!
time.
Oh, they're right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sunder used all of his eggs on Cole, so
And now Bovina's
that's
in the
gonna
way.
hit
Her
Bovina.
Bat face.
Yeah. Bolvia strikes again.
God, Bovina's such a freaking cow. Ugh.
Yes. I can agree with that statement.
Sunder says, I don't care about prison compound. Is he just gonna leave the level here?
Yeah, like I said, he probably just forego it altogether until coming back with Clockworks. But I mean,
I don't know.
2
Pillars
jiggies is like
and Dilberta are
pretty
fast.
necessary.
Yeah.
I mean, if he has enough to get into Witchy World, he can at least get some Witchy World jiggies, and then both of them are making an extra trip to go open JRL anyway, so it doesn't really put him behind.
I do wonder if like Sunder is just like waiting for
Oh, wait, no.
Clockworks to do Prison Compound.
Maybe.
No, Znernicus did the standard 14 jiggy route minus, minus what's it called?
Swamp Jiggy.
Yeah, so he's
What did he
got
sub
enough
in?
to open JRL.
What extra Jiggy did he get? Oh, Golden Goliath, right?
Yeah. Man, Znernicus is not having a good go of this puzzle.
Oh, yeah.
It
Like,
took him
84 is
a very long
later.
time to get that first piece in.
Uh-huh. It's so dark.
Yeah, that's a 68 JRL puzzle right there for sure.
Honestly, some of the places they chose to, like, host the scene for the puzzles are just... Why? Like, you have these levels that are so bright and vibrant and full of life, and why are you choosing in swimming baths, where there's literally nothing? Why
Except
are
for
you
that
choosing
one Cheeto
inside the
page.
HFP train station, where it's so dark and shit?
I can't think of anywhere else in the game that's like so unnecessarily big than Ancient Swimming Baths.
Yeah!
Like, it's such a big area, and all there is like the one Cheeto page in there.
And the
that's
Minjo.
it.
Don't forget.
I mean,
Bingo
there is a
enthusiasts.
Minjo there to I guess, throw you off.
But yeah,
That's
you're
about
right.
it.
It's, yeah.
Oh, there's a bunch of ancient stuff in Ancient Swimming Baths in the Xbox version.
Like what?
Yeah, I don't know. I just saw Claire say that. Oh, they changed some of the puzzles.
Oh,
I
did
actually
they?
didn't know that either. I just assumed the only difference was that because the game's frame rate's better, you do puzzles at the speed of light.
Like, the Witchy World puzzle is pretty good compared to some of the others.
It's impossible on the Xbox version because like most of it is yellow since the camera like faces the ground as Banjo's walking around.
I mean, one of the reasons why they picked small, like, secluded rooms for puzzles is probably just because of like the frame rate issue.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like, if they picked big open like levels or sections of the level, oh, it's Znernicus. It's take
feel
3.
Like Znernicus often has issues with these notes.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen him struggle more than once here.
But yeah, like every puzzle is like some like small room. Like you got, I mean, I can't really think of where the MT
Treasure
puzzle is.
chamber.
Oh, treasure chamber. Then you got
Dilberta's.
Billion Bill's hut, and then you
Terrible
have
place for a puzzle.
yeah, and then you've got the crazy castle stockade, ancient swimming baths, the TDL train station. Like, it's just all tiny little rooms.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so, if we are thinking about a 28 jiggy route, which I don't know if these runners know quite yet, what jiggies are you getting in Witchy World? You're definitely getting Dive of Death, you're definitely getting, this Cactus of Strength. What else?
I would be getting Patch too.
Patch? What about
I-
Inferno?
Patch and Inferno.
But not the Crazy Castle?
I would probably get both Crazy Castle jiggies too.
Honestly, I would only get 2 jiggies in Witcher World.
For
Witcher
28
World just
jiggies?
sucks for jiggies.
For 28 jiggies, meaning you would
Yeah.
have to get, like, another 12 between JRL and TDL.
I would probably like get. I would probably like do targets on 1 and 2, honestly,
Yeah.
over Crazy Castle. Like, I think that's what people do in All Honeycombs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Znernicus going to learn
My world
Padlock
record.
now.
My world record does target Zan, so.
Pack Whack
Yeah.
very necessary for this category. It's the only way that you're going to be able to get to Taxi Pack. We see Thunderstorm close behind, now entering Witchy World. Thinking about what moves he needs, what jiggies he needs, so on. He does need at least 2 more jiggies to get into JRL at least.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the
Yeah.
only way that you're getting to Wasteland.
Yeah, I mean, the obvious 2 are Cactus, Dive of Death.
Right.
It's just way too easy to pass up the other free ones,
Mhm.
TBH.
See, it doesn't feel like TDL would be that bad of jiggies compared to Crazy Castle, honestly. The
Yeah,
jiggies in TDL are not terribly fast, apart from
not
Rock Age.
terrible.
I mean, if you want, you could even get Ice Wall since you'd be doing Stumping Plains.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you are.
Yeah. Like, I mean, doing Terry is, like, comparable to doing Target Zan.
Yeah.
Because it's, like, 2 jiggies right next to each other, and you have to do the boss fight.
Ooh, is this Znernicus' plan to get the Witchy World train switch as solo Banjo?
I don't know. You probably can't make it up that high.
I don't think you can either, but...
Can you even, like, get damage boosted from it?
Oh,
like...
what was that?
Oh, no!
What was that?
Oh, Znernicus!
I wonder,
God.
can you even get damage boosted to, like, the alcove with the switch?
I don't know.
The Snapdragons don't boost you up. They knock you out and give you recoil. So
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to make it all the way to the button from the Snapdragon.
I mean, what if you make it pop up instead of down? So that way, like, you can get, like, the maximum height before you get hit?
Yeah, but you can't... I don't think you can get above the Snapdragon, even with a Pack Whack jump. It's, like, way too high. Because remember, you're like... Well, I guess you could, but, I mean, you still have to grip grab, like, sideways quite a ways. Yeah. He's gonna go for it, but I don't think he's gonna be successful.
Yeah. I guess that's something to, like, see if it's even possible, because I don't know myself.
Switch is pretty high up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that doesn't seem likely.
Yeah. See, it's, like, really high.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's trying to find some sort of, like, ledge that you can stand on. Or at least be able to Pack Whack on, kind of thing.
Oh, I understand what you're saying. He's like climbing the CCL mountain.
Yeah. I mean,
don't think it exists.
Yeah, it looks close, but it's a little too vertical, I think.
Yeah.
This might be the moment that Znernicus realizes he needs leg spring.
Yeah. And honestly, I think if Znernicus goes for leg spring, he might have a better shot at winning than if Thunderstorm goes for... Oh, hang on a sec. I think this is still too low.
That was a cool idea.
Yeah, it's way too low.
I do wonder if, like, Thunder will be going for that now, too. Oh, it seems like he's only gonna be going for the Styrac.
Like, not even close.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, it's way too vertical.
Oh no.
Where is Sunder going? Does Sunder think he's going towards the train switch, or does he really want this?
He's going to free the dinosaur.
Oh yeah, duh. Literal required part of the challenge.
Nice. I do wonder if Zinern thinks that he actually needs to DCW to Witchy World now.
No,
that's
not a chance. Not a chance. Because
Yes.
you have split up pads in Witchy World.
True.
Yes, you would need leg spring for this as well, Alpha.
I guess that was Znernicus' part of experimentation there.
Yeah, so Znernicus has gone in, he's done his research. He kind of knows what to expect for that now, so I think that'll like curb his game plan.
Yeah.
Sunder, on the other hand, yeah, he's coming over. No, yeah, he is.
Just
Oh,
research.
Sunder.
Yeah. So both of them did think of the train switch.
He's collecting brown Jinjos. That means he knows he needs a lot more jiggies.
Yeah. So all of a sudden he's thinking, oh man, I really need to get in there and
You think a backflip's gonna do it, Sunder? There's nothing here,
he's
buddy.
looking around for something to bounce off of or climb on.
In chat, Sunder says, "Oh no." So this is why it's a bracket challenge.
Yeah.
Alright, so Znernicus Znernicus set up DCW, which means he's not gonna be entering Witchy World anymore until at least when he DCWs. So
I mean, he can enter Witchy World again.
oh, can you?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
because DCW triggers when you enter fuel storage, not Witchy World.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, there's Groggy.
See, I don't. I do wonder if like these people are doubting that leg spring could even get them up there at this point.
Oh yeah, leg spring gets you real high.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah. Sunder was very close to making it up with just a backflip. Like you can't reach it with a backflip, but it's very close. Leg spring goes like maybe like a third the distance higher.
All right, Sunder with the big thing there.
Yeah, he's thinking it over. He's mulling it down. How do I get
the 28 jiggies?
Yeah, how do I get to both Clifftop and that train switch as Solo Kazooie?
Are we gonna see?
He's on his way out. He's made his decision.
Yeah.
Let's see if we see an insta jiggy haul.
Yeah.
Alright, Znernicus eyeing that switch. He's learning Ice Eggs. Ice Eggs are useful for coal.
Yeah. And if you choose to use Sack Pack, the Floatus, you can use that very same silo to get barely enough height to reach the platform.
How the heck do you get the Floatus here?
DCW.
With the Floatus?
Yeah, you need to do. Actually, I forget like how you even get there. Like, here's the thing.
It's
like,
a hybrid banjo thing, isn't it?
Yeah, and I don't even remember like how you get there. Oh yeah, you need to. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Don't you have to like keep taking it out and putting it back in to like keep refreshing it? And with hybrid banjo, you can just leave CCL.
Yeah,
right,
true.
It considers you BK.
Yeah, so you just take it and then you just take the Floatus all the way from CCL to wherever you want.
Well, that is definitely not the intended solution, but if one of our runners pulls that out, then good job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh damn! Now I think. Okay, wait. Sunder's not gonna be learning Pack Quack.
Well, Sunder went in there, I think, with thinking that he was gonna do Crazy Castle maybe, but he doesn't have airborne eggs.
Did you learn Pack Quack so far?
No, he just walked in there and then walked out.
Oh.
So he's going to. Yeah, he's going to learn airborne eggs, then he's gonna do Crazy Castle. Yeah, he's on an immediate, I need a lot of jiggies.
Oh, if you hit the obelisk, then you can't hit it again?
Yeah, it's a one-time text, I believe.
No, you can hit it again, but it'll only warp you to Jiggy Wiggy's temple once.
Yeah, I think it's like the introduction text that counts.
Yeah, Ring Rush, when you walk by the obelisk, it'll give you like the intro text like a signpost, but if you talk to the obelisk, it'll give you bars.
But the bars are not good enough.
Nope.
Yeah, they are.
They're not,
for the obelisk. That's literally how I warped to
Yeah,
MT.
I understand, but The bars is not a good enough condition for meaning it can set your DCW.
Talking to the obelisk sets your DCW.
I understand.
Yes,
the bars
that's
are not
all
a
I'm
good
saying.
enough
That's all I'm
condition.
saying. So yeah, anyway. Like, he's never gonna use the obelisks to warp to Jiggy Wiggies again, probably. So he can use either one of them to get the cutscene. Even if, like, doing the warp and opening the level clears it.
I'd like to see Znernicus do the Smuggler's Cavern Jiggy.
As a solo K.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen that.
I think it's useful here. I mean, you can just go and get Clockworks and then come back to a bunch of levels and get stuff.
Yeah. Solo K jump for the fans.
Yep.
And you think from Sunder's perspective, worst case, he DCWs to Clifftop with Glide. He hits the switch. He can't figure out how to do Witchy World. Absolute worst case, he just picks up 14 more Jiggies and he learns Leg Spring.
Yeah. Well, both of them went for Wing Whack, so
Yeah, definitely.
it's so hard to tell, like, what direction they're gonna take. If they're gonna be like, is Leg Spring enough? Is it not enough? Because I mean, if they go for Leg Spring and don't make it to the train switch and just die, then they're just done. They'll have to take that 1 hour penalty.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure that with such a challenge, like, you don't even know where Grip Grab is used for a 28 Jiggy route, so it's probably better to just go for extra slow Jiggies.
It sounds like Gogo's got Schlongster in his background.
Nice.
Sounds like he's got that Kevin clip from PUBG.
Kevin! Yeah, Schlongster just yelling in the background, "Let's go!"
Oh, how will he get this ginger without Grip Grab?
Yeah, Znernicus fell off. Or he did fall off. Came at it from the wrong side. I don't even think you can Grip Grab up there. Not from the
probably
water.
not. That's probably
So
one of those ledges that they like specifically turn Grip Grab off of.
I mean, you can probably Grip Grab on it, but I meant, like, you can't reach high enough on the ledge to Grip
Maybe.
Grab it from the water. Because
Whether
you're
you,
supposed to run on the water with the speed shoes.
you can definitely grab that alcove with the Jinjo.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like, if you jump at the very peak of the wave, it's possible to just go on grab the ledge.
Well, Znernicus made it through
Yeah, I
without
didn't know
freezing the
that.
octopus.
It's incredibly precise, but it's possible.
Underwater egg game is good if you want to get Fact Jiggy, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, Znernicus getting his Talon Torpedo, that's going to take him to Clifftop. That's going to, or to Wasteland, rather. Give him access to clocks, which he can do TDL early from there, but how useful is that going to be?
Snopey, it took me, like, forever to, like, decipher your message. I was like, didn't see him aim there. I didn't notice you were taking a crack at it. I was just, like, imagining you just, like, shooting eggs straight forward without, like, egg aim. You're just, like, you could still shoot eggs, right? Just not with the cursor. I see.
Rainash, I'm going to have to disagree with you. The hardest trick is actually beak busting to Talon Torpedo with Grip Grab. When I was learning
Nah.
DCW for the first time, I could not tell you how many times that I would face forward, and I would grab the ledge and press Z to beak bust and drop off the ledge.
That's why whenever I do that jump, I always turn and like face the camera.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. It's one of those subtle things that when you watch people do, you're just like, yeah, this person plays Tooie.
Yeah.
They know. They've seen some things.
Wait, you actually don't grab the ledge if you face the wrong way.
Yeah.
Not right away. It takes I feel like it's not something that's real. It's like in our brains, but I feel like if you're facing the opposite direction, you don't grip grab ledges right away. You have to kind of stick up there for like a fraction longer.
I see. I don't think I've ever noticed like any difference when I did it. Like I feel like the biggest example of that is like the treble glyph in Jinjo Village, where I could still grab the ledge while facing like away from the door.
Yeah.
Thunderstorm not blowing up the barrels behind Jolly's bar. That means he's jumping through the window for smugglers, right?
That's some copium right there.
That's hard. Jumping through the window as solo Kazooie and having enough time on the shoes to still make the
Yeah.
jump. It's possible, but it is very
Yeah,
hard.
I was about to say I don't think that jumping through the window is that hard, but doing it with enough time to still make the jump is kind of hard.
Znernicus saying I'm out of here? Or he's checking his totals?
Yeah, Znernicus with a very lucky feather count too. He I think he when he did his roll or slide or something, he tried to get into a Wonder Wing, but he didn't have any gold feathers, so it didn't do anything.
Would you be doing Big Fish for 28 jiggies? This honestly isn't terrible.
If you're going for
wouldn't.
if you're going for green Jinjos, it can definitely be a good thing.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, but
He's missing a lot of these. This is why I wanted Underwater Egg Game, by the way. Okay.
yeah, I probably wouldn't go for this for 28 jiggies.
Wow, I
okay,
cannot
made
believe
it.
it worked. Well done.
Wow, he actually made it in too.
Stopey was right, he isn't aiming. That was rude.
Yeah, the big fish teeth are pretty terrible. Not being able to get into a good position with fast swimming really makes it difficult.
Sunder's got his talent torpedo, probably gonna grab this treble, and then we'll see what he does. Yep, the fast way to kill yourself inside the fish. Stand on the slightly unstable ground.
Always feel so bad killing yourself from full health there just because it's so many grenades.
True.
And in the route, you usually want those nades.
Yeah. They're great nades.
Yeah.
Yeah, good one, GDO. Sunder swimming out this way. Did he not get the warp pad, or maybe he really wants these 2 notes?
He's might be getting alien jiggy too.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Or maybe he is just getting the notes.
Alright, Go-Go, you need to make a worse joke of the stream so that we can pull my worst joke, GDO's worst joke, and yours. Which one is the true worst? No, Bovina is a cow. That was an excellent joke. Calling the jiggies in TDL terrible. That was a bad that was a bad one.
Alright, let's say a joke real quick. Why did the drunk...
No, sorry. A joke!
Yeah, nice one.
Was that quick enough?
Sure.
Was that terrible enough, chat?
Why did the drunk man cross the road? to go to the same side.
Nah, I like it. I like it. Oh yeah, Znernicus is doing aliens, and Sunder is not. Sunder is just making his way straight towards Clockworks. Maybe he'll do the quick dive with the Clockwork for the aliens jiggy. That'd be sick.
I mean, if he's out of the level, I don't think he's going for it.
Gogo, what's the final timer on this? Think he gets a 13?
Definitely like a 10.
I don't even know what a good time is for this.
Definitely.
Okay, definitely
better
like
than
a
this.
2.
It's 6.
Okay, it was a 6.
Well done. This needs to be on the meme boards if it isn't already.
I think it is.
Ammo.
Under timers, yeah. 15 is the best I've done.
I don't think I've ever done a 15. I hate aiming on Nintendo 64 controller.
Yeah. My control stick is a little loose, but at its prime, it was like the perfect amount of like wiggle.
I do wonder, like, I do remember that, like, Univen made a task of, like, the UFO timer. I forget what he got.
If it's tasked, it's gotta be a 20, right?
I
Maybe
mean, what
a
does the
19.
timer start at?
20.
Yeah, it wouldn't be 20 then.
Task?
Yeah, you can't aim that fast.
Ooh, did he pick
Yeah.
up the jig?
Yeah, I think he did. Oh no, he didn't.
21.
He didn't.
And he's out of there.
I'm pretty sure you also can't, like, phase the camera to phase out 4 targets at the same time, so you would need to
Yeah.
wait for the camera to turn slowly, too.
I mean, it wouldn't be that slow because you'd be turning the camera at maximum speed for a task. I think an 18. I don't think you could get a 19. An 18 would be really sick.
I feel like Brad's the one more likely to know something like that. Brad did the task of Pot of Gold, which if you
Yeah.
haven't seen that, you should watch that. It's pretty funny.
That was a very entertaining task. Alright, Znernicus going to open up TDL. No TDL early. And then
Ooh.
TDL late.
Ring Rush brings up that you could probably poop an ice egg into one of the things in the alien area. That'd be sick. So opening up TDL at an hour in seems about right here. Znernicus needs to find 7 more jiggies somewhere to make his way into GI. Whereas Sunder, I think Sunder was excited to show off his HFP early prowess. Well, he's making his way to TDL early now.
Yeah, he is. I mean, HFP early wouldn't be that bad for a 28 jiggy route too, because there's a lot of really fast jiggies.
Rough.
Oh,
Oh,
You don't
no.
have
He
grip
doesn't have
grab!
grab!
You gotta do dunk.
Uh-oh.
He's just doing this.
Oh, it's gonna go from the inside.
No, he's gonna
now he
open
doesn't have enough
the.
eggs. Do fire eggs work here?
Yeah,
I
you can
think-
use
I-
any kind of eggs. I'm pretty
uh.
sure. Oh, Sunder. Getting blue eggs. What a meme.
That's what you get when you don't have Jiggy Wiggy special allowed. You actually need to route in your blue eggs.
Yeah, Sunder's just opening the top door. I think it would still just be better to just line it up. Like,
What are
grip
you gonna
grabbing
do
is
here?
a great strat to get up there, but I think you can do it just jumping into place.
Oh, you have to talk to
you
him,
had to.
and he opens the door. Right.
Yes. Yeah. Because when we jump down,
Right.
we talk to him, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
it has to play all the cutscenes.
Oh, one more reason why the Vine clip is so much better. Don't need grip grab.
Is Sunder gonna get a Cheetah page? That'd be funny.
Hopefully he'll dodge it, but he might.
Ooh, no, Znernicus. Okay. He is not doing.
Oh, did you
he's going
think
to
he
the
was
train.
DCW?
Yeah, it very much looked like he was, but thankfully he's not.
Yeah, he's backtracking for his green Jinjos.
Mm-hmm.
Which the other one is behind the van door. I don't know if he got that one.
Maybe come back with a clockwork as his thought. He's had to have seen people get that with a clockwork by now.
Yeah. I mean, I just did it the other day, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same. When I had to do the Jinjo challenge.
Right,
It's always fun. It's always funny when you enter Witchy World only to get that Jinjo and then leave.
Are you ready to see the sickest TDL early you've seen since yesterday?
Sure.
I'm glad that it's become a more normal thing.
Me too.
Yeah.
Really
It's just
not a tough
trick.
trick. It's like as hard as something like Snakehead
Oh,
Skip.
Sunder's
quality control early.
using the side setup.
Yeah, it really surprises.
It's just so hard to set up your position with this camera angle.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that looks good.
I found it easier for me.
It's still too far left.
I'm pretty sure that would have worked there.
That might work if he turned his camera. Yeah, see, it's just way too much jumping in place.
He knows how to reset without losing his spot, which is nice.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Yeah, you need to see
that'll
like
be
a
fine.
little bit of the
Yeah.
wall.
Oh yeah, this is it right there.
Yeah, perfect.
Waiting like a good boy there.
Yep.
We don't have his audio, so we don't know what's going on here, but he's waiting for that dinosaur to spawn and attack him,
Okay.
which that looked
That
great.
was a good. Yeah, that was a good TDL early.
Yeah, well done.
Nice.
Yeah,
And he's
going
gonna
back into-
re-enter.
Hit the button.
Oh, true.
Yeah. He doesn't
Well
want to
done.
have to do it again.
Well done. Znernicus raising the train. Gonna do a bit of coal fighting afterwards.
Yeah.
Alright, so where's Sunder going now? I guess start
HFP.
with Roar Cage.
But he definitely doesn't want to go to HFP until he has at least 560 notes.
Yeah. So he can get all those here, for sure. No, wait, he only has like
Yeah.
450 notes, right?
He would have to get some from... I don't know where he's missing notes. Maybe he never got the Witchy World treble?
Did he get?
Witchy World treble? Like I said, I don't think he got the GGM treble either.
Yeah.
And then he didn't get the notes around HFP and Isle of Hags.
I don't think he got the CCL notes either.
He
No,
did
Sunder
get the
did.
CCL notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he did that right
Did
before he
notice that.
came here.
Znernicus
I do
gonna show
wonder.
us all a quick coal fight with ice eggs.
Nice. I do wonder if we'll see like a pause to just check where all the missing notes are by Sunder there,
Maybe, yeah.
since he does
Yeah.
have a plan.
Because if he gets all 100 notes in this level, I mean, he's still going to be short notes for Glide. Like, it's just not enough notes.
Sunder already has Wasteland notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the worst thing that could happen is Sunder thinks Glide is 640 and he does HFP early. With not
Well,
enough
I
notes.
mean, if he is short notes, he can always open the kickball shortcut.
True. Yeah, that's not
And
so bad.
that'll give him easy access to HFP. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so if he successfully gets into HFP, he has a way out.
Right.
If he
Right.
remembers there. Yeah, or like what Ringrush said, he could open any of the train
Uh-huh.
stations.
Which is convenient because they both have train anyways by
Yeah.
this point.
Alright.
Well, I guess he probably wouldn't want to open the train station because if you drive the train into Hailfire Peaks, the engine overloads and you have to go get Gobi.
Wait,
So-
wait, can you not?
wait, is
That's just to go to Icy Side.
Yeah.
When the train drives into HFP, it like stalls, doesn't it?
I don't think so.
does it?
Yeah, because the train can't go to Icy Side because it's like in Fireside and like unable to go.
Maybe.
I think you can take it out of Fireside to anywhere else besides Icy Side without Gobi. but we'll see if that comes into play.
Alright.
Yeah, maybe.
I think Sunder's only missing like 20 nodes in TDL now, and it's the ones in River Passage.
Sunder's
he's gonna-
already been to Cave of Horrors and didn't free Gobi. He freed Gobi's prison mate, but not Gobi, so it's pretty ice cold.
I know, right?
How are you getting up here without grip grab? Alright, well done. Ooh, that was weird. He like slid on top of the rock. Three head routing.
Okay, I looked it up. It is specifically to the icy side, yeah, which makes sense because it doesn't like lock the train. I don't know. It made sense to me.
One of
I
them,
mean,
I think Znernicus definitely got pack whack. I think Sunder might have skipped it without thinking.
Oh yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
think-
because he left and then I don't think he came back.
if anything, it gives it another reason to go for the Witchwell Treble Cliff if he needs 20 more notes.
That's true. It does.
Yeah. So also on the topic of Sunder potentially doing this category with glide and not with leg spring. Ringrush
Yeah,
says
Ring Rush he did.
he doesn't think Sunder will be able to figure out that you need to like glide flap against the wall. But in the picture challenge, Cole did specifically show everyone to get on top of the pipe in water storage, you need to implement that strategy. So I think there's a non-zero chance Sunder figures this out. Although I do think it is very low.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know where to begin. Like, what wall, what slope would you do that on? You know, like, no idea.
I mean, to be fair, it looks like pretty much like all the walls that are like to the left of the train switch seem to go up, so that would probably be the first thing I try.
Yeah, Sunder did like look around the room quite a bit, but it was Znernicus that like tried to jump on the slope a lot, so
I would be very happy to see Sunder succeed with the glide strat.
Yep.
Yeah, oh, look at Znernicus. He's going
Did
to
Sunder-
Taxi Pack now, and he did not try to
Okay.
go to River Passage first. He realized he didn't have grip grab, he needed to split up down here. Very smart.
Yeah. I didn't see Sunder bill drill the boulder. I might have been looking up the train station stuff when he did that.
He did. It's when he said
Yeah.
three-head routing.
Oh, okay. Alright, 1 out of 3 dinos saved.
Maybe it is clear. I wasn't thinking about it. Which one?
I mean,
did
yeah,
Sunder
that's
just save?
the it's Scrut, I think.
I don't know which.
I don't
which.
remember.
Wow, Znernicus figured it out how to get Taxi Pack without grip grab. Very nice.
Yeah, that's what you do in the current 100% route. So you split up there and you go up the vine.
In the
Yeah.
old 100% route, you didn't. You split
The-
up
Yeah.
right next to Taxi Pack.
Yeah.
So.
The funny thing is that I don't even think it's even faster to use to learn pack whack if it's the only time you use it.
Right, because you can
honestly.
do the boost off the Snapdragon.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Ooh, you missed
Definitely
that.
risky, but it is something that can be done. Alright, where's Thunder going now? Oh, he's gonna be learning Taxi Pack too.
Oh, yeah, he's doing the same thing. Yeah.
Oh, damn it. Dead
Znernicus-
warping with the
He's
eel.
trying to
He's
death warp
chasing
off
the
the eel.
eel. It's too fast for him.
Oh, he got him! Oh, that was funny. I can't wait to see it a second time.
Yeah, right. Well, wouldn't you just? I think death warping on the Snapdragon's way better.
It's way better.
Yeah,
Oh, Sunder fell off the vine.
I wonder if it's because like Znernicus forgot that there was a Snapdragon there.
Maybe. So Sunder definitely does not have pack whack right now, right?
No, he does. He does.
Oh, okay.
He didn't like. I don't know what he did, but he didn't
Okay,
grab
yeah, he's
hold of
got
the
it.
vine. Yeah. If Sunder fell because he didn't have pack whack, he would have not climbed the vine a second time.
Ring rust. That makes sense. And we're probably gonna see Sunder do the same thing. That was a very good Terry warp.
It was a
from
very
Znernicus.
clean clockwork warp.
Well done. Well done to both these runners. TBH.
Nice.
Wait, is Sunder getting these notes before learning taxi pack?
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense.
I don't know which way is faster.
I think that's this.
I mean,
is
it's probably
very good.
faster to grab the notes and then learn the move.
Maybe. Ooh, don't die
Yeah.
here. Zernick is desperately trying to find Terry.
Yeah, but yeah, in 100% you have fast swimming, but I guess it doesn't really make a difference.
18.
So now this is tough. Where does Zernicus go next, or where does Sunder go next? Is he gonna be making his way to HFP early? We'll just have to find out.
Yeah. Oh, he's still solo banjo.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't know where else he'd be going now. Is he gonna taxi pack? Oh, he's gonna grab the
Oh,
6
he's-
dino, put him in
yeah.
a train.
Yeah, I like that. You hit the train switch, so that's smart. That's smart.
Oh, and he doesn't know about the slope abuse, I guess.
That looked good to me.
I honestly think it's just faster to do that than doing the pack whack jumping.
Oh yeah. Maybe.
Because you're always going up. All you have to do is jump off the slope and then back on. You never have to like land on the slope
Talk to
kind of thing.
Scrotty. You can't just steal someone's kid without asking first. This is common sense to most people.
This is all.
Just try to
Okay.
talk to her. I
Yeah,
think you
yeah.
can talk
Walk
to her.
up, walk up to the dino. This is what we call the. This is what we call the AJ Johnson moment. Oh no! Please go up to Mama Dino.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
if he brings
please.
Solo K back, that's not the worst.
Yeah, it's not the worst. He
Oh.
has to do it.
Uh,
You gotta talk to the mama.
Oh,
Oh, you can't. Oh yeah, you can. Okay.
it worked out.
Yeah, you
Okay,
can do
there
it.
we go.
It's even done as solo banjo in Xbox 100% because
Yeah.
as Kazooie text box does not appear when you talk to as banjo.
Oh, is that the rule? So if there's a Kazooie text box, you can't do it as a solo character?
No, like the full
No.
dialogue just plays except for that one text box that solo Kazooie would say.
Weird.
Yeah.
So it's because of that, it's slightly faster to talk to Scrotty as solo banjo on Xbox, since you cannot skip the text.
Mm-hmm. The AJ Johnson.
The AJ Johnson. Or Thea JJ Onsen, as they say.
Znernicus is going for rock nuts, Jiggy. I like it.
Yeah. I think it originated when AJ. This was back when we had Styrac Jiggy in or something like that, or Heal the 6 Styrac, as a bingo goal,
Right.
and I believe AJ tried to pick up the dino, but he couldn't. He just couldn't at all. And it was then that everyone remembered, oh yeah, you have to talk to Dino first.
Yep.
That was actually a really hot shot.
Yeah, I was gonna
for
say. I
the
was like,
roar
"There's no
cage.
way this is gonna work," and then it
Yeah.
worked.
I very
Really
much
surprising.
dislike the ricochet shot for roar cage jiggy.
Yeah, I stand really far right compared to most people.
Znernicus, knowing that fall would only take 3 damage thanks to the fall damage challenge. Now he's getting his brown Jinjo. This should be his last brown Jinjo, yeah? In TDL, I think. Nope, he's still got one more.
Because there's one in JRL, there's one in Witchy World.
He got the one in Witchy World and
There's
JRL, and this one.
There's 2 in Witchy World.
Where's the other
The
one?
other one is...
Dodgems.
He got the Dodgems.
No, he got the Dodgems one.
Oh, Cave of Forest then?
Oh, he didn't get Cave of Horrors.
Sunder got Cave of Horrors. Yeah, Znernicus hasn't even been to Cave of Horrors yet.
Yeah, so he's got to remember to go free the dino.
Oh, I guess he's just gonna go there like right before doing GI stuff.
Yeah, I guess if you're gonna be using Solo Kazooie to hit the train switch, you may as well use Solo Kazooie to go blow open Cave of Horrors doors.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Very close on that Terry Warp.
Yeah, a little bit too slow on the clockwork.
Yep. I wonder, do people actually don't hold anything on the joystick when they shoot the clockwork?
I like to aim slightly
I hold up.
Yeah.
I mean, I shoot my clockwork straight, but I hold up to run
Just
it
to
up.
run it,
for-
yeah.
Yeah.
Znernicus knows he's got to talk to Scrotty first.
Nice.
Or
No kidnapping coming from Zenern there. Good boy.
if anybody watching with somebody under the age of 18 would like to cover their ears, Scrotty.
There's 2 T's.
Yeah. I don't know. I just remember. I don't know if anybody in here remembers that legendary video called BanjoTooie rated E ?
That's a great video.
That is an excellent video.
It's a 2-part video as well.
Yes, and it's like 20 years old.
Yeah, it is.
But they have a section talking about Scrotty's name and how it's very, very similar to a very skinny part. Very like skin. What's the word for like having a lot of skin? A skin-like part of the human body.
Elephant-esque.
Sure.
I don't know. There's a lot of funny word plays that exist in BanjoTooie.
Like Minjos?
Yeah,
Like-
a lot of British English slang.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because Rare is a English developer.
The first time I ever heard the word Minjo, talking about Minjos, of course. First time I ever heard of Minjos was that BanjoTooie rated E video.
And Minghella,
the second time
yeah.
was in Game of Thrones. And I was
Yeah.
like, I know what that word means.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, let's not forget about the Chinese ice cubes.
Yeah.
Aunt Josie, if you Google or if you go to YouTube, BanjoTooie rated E ?
Yeah, let me actually find it. It's in my
my thumbs
YouTube
up, master.
favorites. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, this video is 15 years old. Oh, this is
Wait.
BanjoTooie rated E.
Oh wait, Sunder is going to GGM. Is it for the treble cliff?
Well, BanjoTooie rated E goes over both games.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was loud.
Sunder needs the
Yeah,
treble
there we
buff,
go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it seems like he's gonna go for the triple cliff and then go do more stuff.
Yeah, this is the video, yeah.
It goes over the penises that you can find in TDL and GI as well.
For some reason it linked a timestamp, but just start from the beginning. But after the race.
Yeah.
All right, how many jiggies is Znernicus up to now? Oh, he's gonna get it with Banjo.
What is he looking at right now?
Probably looking at his notes, trying to figure out where he can get more. I mean, all he needs is to get all 100 notes in HFP, and he's good.
Znernicus making his way with Scrit, Scrat, Scrud. I don't know which one it is. Definitely not Scroat. Making his way to the train. Gonna dump. I don't even know if the dinosaur's a him or her.
Huh.
I think the one that's stuck in Cave of Horrors is a her, right?
Wait, wasn't Sunder
know.
just in GGM?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, what happened there? I blinked.
He death warped in GGM and went back to Hatch Cave.
Oh yeah, because the GGM train station is not an entrance point.
Oh, really?
So he took the train to GGM, death warped, and now he's back here?
Wow, that's interesting.
The train station
I
is not
actually
an entrance
didn't
point.
know that the
Me
GGM
neither.
train station didn't set an entrance.
Yeah, it's the only entrance in the whole game that doesn't change the respawn location.
That is interesting knowledge.
And I guess it's probably because you fight cold there. Honestly, if I had to guess.
Maybe.
Did those shoes immediately start ticking?
I don't have sound, so.
Yeah, these shoes are short.
Normally in BanjoTooie, whenever you transition from one level to another, whatever loading zone you took to that other level becomes your new respawn point. For example, in JRL, if you go into the pipe, into the region with the button and the Minjo, and you death warp there, you'll just respawn in the pipe.
Yeah. I mean, or the best example is when you take the train into TDL.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then you death warp in TDL, you leave the train.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's really interesting.
Yeah, the GGM train station is the only one that doesn't change that.
So this could be the moment where we see, because Sunder's walking across a solo Banjo, so he's opening up that door to HF. Oh my god!
Good.
Yeah, he's doing HFP early for sure.
Oof. He can only take
can't
take any more hits.
That's a yikes. Yeah.
Rough.
Oh, he died.
Destroyed.
Yeah, Znernicus almost at GI. I didn't see how many jiggies he had. It's got to be close.
How many jiggies does Sunder have?
Not a lot, like 16,
yeah.
I think.
I think Sunder, he was never planning on getting into GI.
Oh, right.
This is going to be a jiggy for Znernicus for sure, so we'll be able to see.
What's going on, Happy Pembles? You got a race today, right?
I hope. I hope.
Alright, so that's the green family complete, and he's going to go get the brown family, and then he's making his way into GI.
Yep.
So yeah, I think all this extra legwork that Sunder's putting in is just not worth it.
Man, I hate these jumps so much.
Me too.
I would say that this is the hardest part of HFP early, but people could disagree on that.
The whole thing's hard, man.
I think that doing actual HFP early is harder than doing this. But this is just really stupid.
Yeah. I don't know, I just do the 3 jump setup. I don't do any of the pack whack stuff that Sunder's doing. It's apparently easier if you do it like that. I just didn't have any success with it. What?
I think he tried to go for
teeth twice.
Yeah.
He didn't go for anything. He already did his jump. He just ran into the teeth twice. Oh, by the way, Sunder made it across. Good job.
Nice. Alright, that's step 1 out of 3 for Sunder.
Alright, can Znernicus make it around these teeth? Or through
So
them, that
was
works.
Sunder getting it in practice before the race started?
Sunder wasn't practicing HFP early. Znernicus was.
Because I remember we talked about Sunder like not actually ever getting HFP early yesterday,
Did we?
right?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I believe he said in chat, like, bold of you to assume I've gotten HFP early.
Alright, 28
Znernicus,
jiggies.
yeah, got his 28. Now he's on his way
Meanwhile-
back to Jiggy Wiggy.
Yeah,
Man.
Sunder's at 15. He got
Yeah.
14 and said, nah, I'm done. He does have way more notes than Znernicus, though.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where his time goes for.
Alright, time for part 2. This is the easy part. Doing the ice wall shot in reverse is surprisingly easier than
just
the
got
other
it.
way around.
He made the last... I don't think he expected the last
Yeah.
egg shot to go through.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing only one tester there is pretty manly.
So for those of you who've never seen this trick before, going on the right side of your screen, it's called HFP early. And what Sunder just did is he took a loading zone as the clockwork and like reloaded this part of the map so that Chili Willy rather, will start shooting ice balls. If you don't go through that loading zone, Chili Willy will never start shooting ice balls. And you need the ice balls to shake the screen so that Sunder can shoot a clockwork through the wall into a loading zone and do a clockwork warp off of it.
Yep.
What
a lot
makes-
of people.
Go ahead.
A lot of people would say that this is one of the hardest tricks in Tooie, honestly, and to be fair, like, I can agree with that, especially for the third part that has some RNG associated to it, since the
Yes.
intervals between all the balls that Chili Willy shoots at you is just random.
Ooh. So close.
Oh, he's not gonna yellow it.
So what's hard is you gotta set up your timing with your grenade poop to sync it with Chili Willy's ice ball. And you have to get a good pause on the screen shake. And you have to have good aim into the loading zone.
Yep.
So this is like floor 4 early on crack.
Yes, it is really hard.
See, people think that clockwork warps are hard. People think that floor 4 early and is hard. How about we put them both together and make an ultimate?
That looks good. That looks good. That looks. The aim wasn't there.
Oh no,
missed.
he aimed too far left.
That was very close.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only reason why it failed there is because he aimed too far left. Didn't hit the ceiling of that loading zone.
He's pooping fire eggs right now to check the path of his grenade egg, and it looks like 50% chance it'll work.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Znernicus is
is
making
this.
his way into GI to learn leg spring.
Yeah.
Sunder doesn't look like he has enough time to make it this cycle.
I mean, he might if he YOLOs.
It looks
Yeah,
like
he's not even testing his egg. He's just going for it.
Yeah.
Didn't get it.
Yeah.
He should have just, like, taken the, well, it's a 50-50 and just seen if he'd collect the grenade egg and just pooped another one.
Not gonna lie, I'm not even sure which of the two routes would actually be faster, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It's like 300 nodes versus... Actually, I guess it's like 100 nodes versus like... I guess 14 jiggies. I guess it's not really that close.
Yeah.
It's also the time it takes to do HFP early and all that good stuff, but...
Yeah.
Znernicus already has all the notes he needs. He's doing this backflip off the box, which that was ambitious. But he's gonna do backdoor break-in, takes him straight to floor 2. He's just gonna learn leg spring, and then he's gonna be out of there.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it doesn't even need to walk up from floor 1.
Why did the ice hit him? Bad luck.
Yeah. I would say it's more likely to happen when you're farther left than when you should be. I don't even know why, but
Yeah,
that's just from experience.
it's Chili Willy's turn to do floor 4 early.
Yeah, right.
Shoot an ice ball through the wall.
Way too early on that pause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The grenade was in a good spot too.
I think the the grenade flipping was a little too early too. Because the screen shake was not done when he pooped it.
So Znernicus is making his way to the wrong part. Gotta go upwards tunnel right here.
Running the exact opposite way across the floor. And I assume he has more than enough notes to learn the move.
He's got 545.
Okay. So exactly enough.
Early pause from Sunder. Oh, and gets hit by the ice ball. And gets hit by the grenade.
Ooh, yikes. Yeah,
What
he's
is
just
nice?
choosing to
What is nice about the trick is you could just death warp, and since it is a level transition, you can go right back.
Yeah,
he's right here.
Except you still need to do the shot in Icicle Grotto
Oh,
still.
yeah.
Which does consume a clockwork.
Yeah,
But,
which is
I mean-
obnoxious.
Yeah.
So
I remember.
Znernicus has got his leg spring. Gonna be considering his DCW now.
I remember when I did like the level entrance goal in season 1 of BTCS and had to do HF early with my route. I probably chose the hardest route that gave me the better score.
Right. That was the challenge that Sunder learned HFP early in, I think.
Yes. Or at least attempted it, right?
Uh-huh. What is... Oh, Znernicus is doing the Witchy World train switch now. Making sure that this works. Yeah, I agree. Save the DCW for last. I 100% agree. This looks good. Ooh, close
Ooh,
pause.
didn't quite make it again.
Oh. Yeah, see, if I was under, like, if I know that I have a bad pause and I know that I'm like 1 frame off of a good pause, I would probably try to just YOLO a shot, just
Yeah.
because of every time you miss, it's 40 seconds gone.
That leg spring up to the train switch was so effortless.
Yeah. I mean, I told you, leg spring goes really high.
Yeah.
He didn't even like have to get on top of the coffin or anything. Alright, all that's left is your DCW. Oh, 1 frame buffer, go for it. He doesn't go for it.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, Znernicus copying his file.
And good, very good.
Yeah.
Make sure that this is good enough, and make sure if some craziness happens where like a grunny dactyl comes out of nowhere, they drop a doofus from the sky and it lands on you, that you still have an out.
Yeah. Or if he just misses that jump to
Yeah,
the
right?
switch. Where even do you get put in Clifftop when you DCW? I don't even know.
I think you get put somewhere near the silo.
Guess we'll find out. And he's headed toward the obelisk, which is... Ooh, this looks good for Sunder. Dang. His nade didn't blow him up.
Yeah,
Clockwork
collected
didn't
his
work.
grenade.
Wait, was that good enough there? The things that Zenon got?
I wasn't fully...
Yep.
He got like that. I already opened the level for you, so I don't think he actually got like the good.
Yep,
tag.
that's good enough right there.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
hopefully it is.
So
Because...
Znern can do it
We'll
now.
see. Hopefully Znernicus knows not to take a warp pad.
Yeah, because like the bars really did not show up when he got that.
One frame off. Doesn't go for it.
Yeah. Gets hit by the ice ball just out of spite.
Yeah, Znernicus is doing the right thing. He's making his way. I think it's faster to go the other way, unless he hasn't already cleared the rocks to the split up pads, but this is fine.
So I think Sunder at this point is like thinking, like, you know, if Znernicus messes up his DCW, doesn't think things through, he has an hour in order to get this trick
Mm-hmm.
before he loses the race.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
This
Looks
is
good.
Oh, that's it! That is
He
definitely
got it!
That is definitely it.
Damn, that
Yeah.
must have been like
What a legend.
last. That must have been a last frame warp there
Let's-
that barely worked.
Yeah,
That deserves a round of applause.
yeah. I'll give that a clappa.
That's got to be the first time somebody's landed that on stream, right? Or no, Gogo did.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still, excellent. Great job, Sunder. Now, yeah, he's got to collect all 100 notes here and learn Glide.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Znernicus is making his way to the DCW to Clifftop with leg spring.
Ooh. There's so many things to kill you in this level.
As GDO learned in challenge
I know
number
very
6 or
firsthand,
8.
yeah.
One of those.
Yeah.
Having to do this level damageless. Sunder just straight up killing him with ice eggs.
Alright, this should be
Eh,
easy peasy.
eh.
Leg spring, flap, and you're done. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, healing up. There we go. Well, Znernicus has the train switch
He
already
does.
set. So it's
Although I think, to be fair, Sunder has made a little bit more progress in terms of, you know, enlarging the one dinosaur and such, but yeah, Znernicus just straight up has this. I don't see a way that he loses at this point.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like even if Sunder got like a really like fast HFP early, I still
Uh-huh.
really don't know if it would have been faster.
Because Znernicus had leg spring before Sunder even started doing attempts, right? And
Yeah.
functionally, leg spring and glide are the same for these runners. They accomplish the same tasks, so...
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, like, yeah, having to get all the notes in the level is just like,
Mm-hmm.
it's just really terrible.
Yeah.
They're very, very, very spread out in this level.
I would say it's debatable, honestly, because Thunder probably lost like 5 minutes and to HF fairly.
Mm-hmm. More than that.
Yeah.
It was definitely more than 5 minutes.
Ooh, going for these notes, not even going for glide jump first.
I mean, he doesn't have enough notes for glide, so
Well, I guess that's true. I would have gone for glide jump first just to go for the treble.
I mean, you can just shoot a clockwork from the top for that treble cliff.
I'm not sure. Sunder
what
thinks
is
there's
he?
notes down here.
I don't know.
Not sure, but he found them. He found the notes.
What was the inspiration for this challenge? Ring Rush sent me a DM that contained exactly the rules for this challenge. That was the inspiration for this challenge. I guess, you know what, you could be asking him what's the inspiration for that challenge?
That's a very good question, too.
Huh, what's the inspiration for the challenge?
No, Ring Rush, what's the inspiration for the challenge? So yes, I guess. Oh, moveless?
Yeah. Well, you can't do that. You don't have leg spring.
Yeah, you gotta go up. I was about to say, oh, can't do that, don't have grip grab, but Solar Kazooie doesn't have hands, so...
All right, Znernicus is healing the 6 Styrak. Let's. I'm gonna swap to his audio real quick.
Oh, so like in isolation, you did like each jiggy with as few moves as possible.
Right, because Styrak family is definitely one of those ones you wouldn't have been able to get in the moveless task because you hard require Taxi Pack.
Yeah. Which I guess is like, yeah, like don't use grip grab, but in this challenge, learning glide or leg spring is kind of makes up.
This glide jumps a little. Oh, he has got wing whack anyways.
Yeah, he's a wing whack. It doesn't matter.
So as far as what Znernicus still has left to do, he still needs to do a little bit of Mumboage in TDL. I think he's already rescued the Witchy World. Maybe he's just hit the fence and he needs to take a trip to Witchy World here. What is Sunder doing?
He's blowing up the icicles to get back up there, so he can just run back up to glide.
I understand.
Which is funny because he's split up on upper fire side, so I feel like death warping and then just running back to icy side is probably faster.
Didn't want to do glide jump again.
Yeah, it's a little scary. Yeah, you made it up. We don't get to see that cutscene very often anyway, so... Yeah, split up, plus grenades, plus bill drill.
Is grenades the only way to blow up the cage? Is that what you need it for?
Yeah.
Can you do that with clockworks? Clocks don't work. Interesting. That is a good piece of trivia. Alright, Thunderstorm's learned glide. So I guess he can make his way to the Witchy World train station, make his way to his DCW. There's nothing left for him to do here. Maybe he's opening the empty door just in case? Or he's taking the train
he's
back?
Going to get the... Well, he doesn't hit the train
switch,
switch, has he?
Yeah. It's a good thought, but you just save quit. Just get out of here.
Yeah, you're done in this level. You got glide. You don't need to be here.
I think he's gonna go hit the train switch.
Yeah.
This is not terrible.
I
This
mean,
might honestly be
I don't think
faster.
he's gonna make it to the
Oh,
other
yeah,
side
with
without
no
grip grab.
with no grip grab. Yeah, rough.
Yeah, please just leave. Or better yet, just death warp.
Right?
Well, I guess death warping would take him to TDL.
Or
Kinda.
Oh yeah, it would take you to the you need to save quit.
Oh,
He's going all out for this switch.
He's invested.
He's got glide though. Just glide across the pool. Don't be scared.
Znern's not done yet, but he's gonna be done in like a minute.
I don't think he's enlarged.
Oh, he hasn't enlarged to the small dino yet. That'll probably be his last one, and then he'll get the jiggy as Mumbo.
And he's gonna save quit here?
He saved...
Hello? Like, if you did this, then ride the train back.
I'm so confused at that play.
Okay, anyways. Sunder's got a couple buttons to push. You know, given that Sunder had already healed, or had already, nah, there's no way. I was gonna say, if given that Sunder had already enlarged the small dino, if he had gotten first try HFP early, would this match have been competitive still? Maybe. But
Yeah.
yeah, Znern's been pretty far ahead.
It's just the danger of going for strats that are, you know, they're good, but they're hard.
Mm-hmm. Sir, you're BanjoKazooie.
You need split up, Sunder.
He'll turn around.
Oh,
Any
I think
minute now.
he's gonna try a clockwork.
Oh. Ah.
What is he thinking?
Oh, he still doesn't know how to get there with solo, okay?
Looking at Znernicus' screen, he's very close to done here. He's gonna do one
Yeah,
Mumbo Pad and then...
and then he's done.
Yeah.
I don't think Sunder knows how he's supposed to get up there still.
Is he trying to like clockwork warp on something?
That's what I was thinking too, like trying to damage himself, or maybe like PTS up there off of the grip grab ledge. But I don't think you
Not a
can
thing.
do that.
Let me tell you about a little something called Mr. Fit Jiggy, Claire.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
And time.
GG.
Let's bring him in.
I like that victory music we got.
All right, GG's.
Oh, it's over.
GG's.
It's
Okay,
over,
I had
Sunder.
no shot.
Sunder, we were rooting for you, though. We were
Ah,
very pleased to
GG's.
see what you did.
So, Sunder, if you got HFP early a little
Alright,
faster than you did,
GG.
it might have been pretty
Oh,
close.
it's over.
GG's.
Okay,
You went for
yeah.
HFP early?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I did.
Znernicus got leg spring and Sunder got glide with HFP
So
early.
is this This is what I'm wondering though. Is there a way to do this train switch without?
See, what you can probably do is with, like, you know how Cole did like the glide wing whack off the slope to like get height.
In water storage for the picture challenge.
Oh,
you can
yeah.
probably you can probably do that on the wall here, and this is what we thought you were gonna do.
I was thinking maybe there's a way to do it with a solo K without the backflip, but I also was I don't know how those like clockwork upwarp things work, like what's done
On
with
poles.
Cauldron Keep
PTS happens when you blow up a clockwork which is like touching something that you can climb on.
Oh, okay. So that
So
would
like
not have
ladders,
worked.
pipes, yeah. And
Yeah,
I don't know why it works, but the clockwork has to be against something as you take damage that you would be climbing.
Yeah, I was
Right.
basically when I realized I couldn't get up here, I knew like I probably had to go to GI, and I just did not. I knew that I wasn't gonna win a race with Znernicus to get that many jiggies, so I
Right.
was just hoping I could figure out a way to get up
Yeah.
here.
See, we
You had a good
thought that you
idea.
had this kind of thing in mind after seeing Cole do it in the other challenge.
No,
But
I
it's
had no idea.
Yeah.
I am so glad this came after the picture challenge,
Yeah,
where
right?
GDO knew about getting DCW with Solo K to the overworld.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I never would have thought of that if I hadn't seen you GDO
Yeah.
doing that to get on top
See-
of the temple. So that was
Yeah.
really nice to piece that together. I felt my favorite, or the moment I'm most proud of in this, was actually just routing my TDL visit. I feel like I
And,
got
wing
exactly
whack
the
Sunder.
number.
Oh shit.
Flap wing whack glide.
Oh, okay.
Like, I entered TDL and I went up. I realized that I would not be able to split up in River Passage. So I realized I should split up in the mountain, climb, get Taxi Pack. I needed more jiggies for GI, so I did Terry in the hole. I did some rock nuts.
Good
Like
job.
everything just stretched together perfectly, except for I think I briefly forgot about the brown Jinjo family. But I was super happy with how the Jiggy route came together in the end.
Yeah.
Even if toward the beginning I thought I'm getting too many in MT and GGM, but it turned out that I needed 28. And when I started the challenge, I didn't even know if I would need more than 14.
Right.
Because it's like
Turns
you
out you
have to
didn't.
piece by piece. Turns out you didn't really. Well,
Yeah, Sunder
the
only
thing
got
is, piece by
15.
piece, I'm figuring out which things do I have to work around not having grip grab. Because at first I'm thinking like, man, I don't need grip grab for anything. And then
Right.
finally it dawned on me, the first thing that I realized I need grip grab for is the train switch in Witchy World. So I was like, let me see if I can go grab that in my first Witcher World visit with the double jump off pack whack.
Right.
And there was a sloped wall, but wasn't quite a slope. I couldn't get pack whack off it.
It's a little too vertical.
So I was thinking, dang, I thought maybe, and then I figured, okay, I'm gonna need leg spring for that instead, which means I got to go to GI. But I didn't even think of leg spring at that moment. I think I was still trying to figure out other ways to get to that switch. But what I originally thought I was going to do was DCW to GI to get leg spring until I realized the train switch in Isle of Hags.
Right.
And then I was like, there's absolutely no way I'm getting that as Banjo and Kazooie combined.
Yeah.
So I figured that has to be what the DCW's for. I pieced together from GDO's puzzle challenge how that DCW might work. I was really
I found
laughing
a
about
video
how
on
JRL...
YouTube for it, but they used the train switch to do the DCW. So now I was like,
Yeah.
So for the longest time, I was thinking I had to use the JRL puzzle to DCW, and then I realized that wouldn't work because I wouldn't be able to get clockworks that way.
Right.
And then I realized there's the bridge button. I'm like, yeah, that's gonna be it for sure.
Oh, the bridge button works too.
Wait, what did you do?
That's the other
I talked to the Jiggy Wiggy statue in front of HFP. I
Oh.
tried doing it in front of JRL first, but it doesn't play a cutscene if you've already opened the level. So I had to go over to HFP and use that one.
Yeah. Yeah, it has to be on closed levels.
Interesting.
Or like
the one in front of the temple, I guess.
Yeah.
Or the one in front of the temple is not a Jiggy Wiggy statue. I guess you're just talking to the man.
Yeah.
Like the one you used for the picture. But yeah, I took some notes.
Well, like I said,
figured out pretty early on that I needed leg spring, so I was routing my notes through the first 4 levels, and I took some notes about where the dinos are, like Bill drill the mumbo pad before enlarging.
Right.
Like go first to Witchy World and free the dino, and then like ride the train from Isle of Hag to Witchy World to TDL at the end. But also, at first I was thinking I wouldn't revisit GGM until it was time to ride the train into TDL, but I'm glad I didn't, because it works out nicer to call the train from TDL.
Right.
So yeah, I was, and then being able to like use King Cole's Jiggy to actually count toward a puzzle requirement.
Oh yeah.
Things like that. I was glad that I was able to work that in.
Yeah.
It did mean I had like 3 Witcher World trips, but yeah.
One thing that I really liked that both of you guys did was both of you guys went to the Witchy World train station and kind of surveyed the surroundings.
I was wondering if Sunder would do that.
Both of you guys thoroughly inspected the wall.
You also tried jumping up with solo banjo, or were you combined?
I was combined.
Oh, okay.
Sunder.
Yeah, I had more faith in the. I had more faith in the infinite.
So okay, the other thing in the video that I saw that used the train switch, they used the Kazooie backflip to get up onto Mumbo's house first. Because the video was to collect the Jinjo. Doing that strat.
Right.
And so I was like, I wasn't 100% sure if I could make it with just glide, so I went to go test that.
Wait, you can leg spring on top of Mumbo's hut and glide to the Jinjo?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Writing this one down.
I thought that one would be way too high, but yeah, I guess I guess it does slope downwards on the way to the JRL.
I think, Znernicus I think played better, but I think if you were to do this route like pre-routed and pre-practice and stuff, I think Sunder's route is faster.
Interesting.
I think.
It's definitely harder. But,
oh yeah, I mean, it would depend on like first try HFP early and all this stuff because he spent a lot of time trying to cross stomping planes. You got HFP early after like 8 to 10 minutes.
Mhm.
So, but I think
Yeah, it was
overall
rough.
the route was probably
So you
the
went for
fastest
TDL
route.
early into HFP early?
Yes.
The TDL early
Wow.
was beautiful. Very well
Cool.
done.
Yeah, Sunder, we all got a good laugh about when you ran out of eggs doing snakeheads.
Yeah.
So-
I thought you were gonna say when I was fighting King Cole.
Yeah, so when you're doing snakeheads, those snakeheads can get hit by any kind of eggs.
Oh,
Yeah,
I kind of figured, but like there are eggs right there, so I just grabbed them.
Mhm.
Yeah, running out of eggs on Cole was. I mean, we saw iCup do that a couple weeks ago, which was really funny too. But
It's really not that bad.
yeah, it's not that bad. But yeah, I actually didn't realize that pecking King Cole did 3 damage. I thought it was 2. So
Only got to do 17 pecks.
yeah.
I actually thought I might die to old King Cole.
Yeah, pecking him while he's like trying to heat up the coals is pretty scary.
Yeah, I had ice eggs for that. I learned ice eggs figuring it's just a safety thing. I didn't need them for anything, but it helped out here and there.
Mm-hmm.
I only had blue
Actually, I
eggs
got-
at the time.
Yeah, I actually like did. I guess maybe my route wasn't perfect because I had to revisit GGM pretty late on. I should have probably just done Cole in my first GGM trip. Like
I think so too.
I don't
Unless
know.
you want to do it and then ride the train to TDL or something. I think
That's
it's
what I
better to just
thought
do it first.
originally, and then at some point I realized, nah, I don't want to do that. I want to
Right.
like ride it to TDL later. So so that's why I went back to GGM right after I think it was like opening the TDL puzzle. I went immediately to GGM and just beat Cole, and then
Mm-hmm.
I had to like dip back into Witchy World for the Green Jinjo, which I didn't get on my first trip because I wasn't sure at that point early on whether I needed that many Jiggies.
Mhm.
And Green Jinjo family was one of those like borderline that I would get for
Exactly.
28. So like I would definitely get it for 28, but not for 20.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. How do you guys feel about my Jiggy choices? Because I never run like no DCW, and I have no idea like if I just forgot. I hope I didn't forget any really obvious ones, but I do think I might have gotten some slower than optimal ones. Like Mary Maggie, was that worth it?
So all the ones in JRL are pretty on the edge. I think Inferno would have been pretty good.
I had just done the other one I thought maybe I should just do was Target Zan's 2 Jiggies.
Target Zan's also not
that.
so bad.
Yeah, we said this earlier in the race that doing Target Zan and doing Terry are like about the same. Because with Target Zan, you have to collect all the statues. With Terry, you get like the cutscene at the end. So Terry's probably a little faster. Anyway.
At least Terry was a quick way up the mountain because I linked that into Rock Nuts and Roar Cage, which you could get without Terry, but I liked how it strung together.
Yeah, but I think they're comparable.
Cool. Well, I think this is like easily the challenge that I played the best out of the whole series. Yeah. Because really, what were like if you just consider the route that I went for, I was perfect on Jiggies.
Right.
Like I didn't have to scrounge around to get to 28. Like everything lined up. Perfect on notes. I knew what I had to use my DCW for.
Right.
The only like time lost was scouting out the Witchy World Switch, which is like something anyone would do if they don't know. Like three cycling Terry and dying on the way to Dive of Death. That was a funny one.
Silly.
Yeah,
but it was a very minor. I just didn't know that it would launch me forward so much when I got to the top.
Oh wait, this isn't gonna work.
Speaking of that, Znernicus, if you're ever in a situation where you need to death warp inside the river passage, do it on the Snapdragon, not the eel.
Yeah, I was like, oh, maybe I'll just like get the notes while the eel chases me and hits me. And the eel didn't hit me as quickly as I had hoped he would. Like I hoped that he would have killed me before I even reached all the notes.
Yeah.
You know?
Once enemies like the eels can't swim like sideways very fast, and so like after he hit you that first time, you were just like kind of chasing after him, but the eel almost swims faster than you, so you had to like cut him off to like get back in there.
I was like, man, I almost might just drown out on the timer.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that when enemies hit you once, they kind of randomly walk around for a little bit, and because the eels can't turn around, they can't really aggro you again. So, yeah, definitely Snapdragon. I think is probably fat, unless you're at like 1 health.
So Sunder, then I'm thinking, if you do TDL early on this kind of route, and then you do HFP early, are you still? I guess you're still fighting Klungo 2 normally. You're going through JRL, getting Talent Torpedo, learning Clockworks, and then doing TDL early, HFP early.
Yep.
I think my main reason for not going for TDL early, because I thought about it early on, was like, I'm gonna have to get Clockworks first anyway. So like, what is it really saving me? Unless that's the last level I need to go to. But then once I figured out I need Leg Spring, I was like, okay, it's not worth it.
You'd only want to do TDL early if you need to skip jiggies.
Yeah.
And I never once considered not getting Leg Spring once. Like, pretty much after scoping out the Witchy World train switch, I was like, yeah, it's Leg Spring.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. The only other thing is because learning Glide costs 660, like out of 700 notes you have access to, because no GI and CCL, you need almost all the notes. So
yeah, I got screwed by not going for the GGM treble clef.
Yeah. Sunder, you actually blew my mind because I didn't know that taking the train to GGM didn't reset your spawn.
Did you?
I didn't know that either. I thought I was going to the train.
Yeah, so you death warped and I was just sitting here just watching, and I was like, you're
where do you go?
I was like, why weren't you just in GGM? Like,
it just doesn't update your respawn, so you go to wherever your last saved respawn was.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Apparently, taking the train into GGM doesn't count as a new world transition.
But into any other level, it does.
Yeah.
Interesting. I guess they just overlooked that one.
Know.
Well, pretty good race. Cool challenge. And so I guess you were pretty much at the point where I finished, you were doing the DCW to Clifftop, or had just done it already?
No, I was in Witchy World train station trying to figure out how to get the switch.
Yeah, see, that's the other problem with Glide. It's like, it's not straightforward how you're going to hit either of the two problematic switches.
Yeah. I knew that my run might just end right there, but like I also knew that I would not beat you in a 28 jiggy race.
I wouldn't have ruled that option out, but I don't know. I'm not sure if you also have run like no DCW.
I have, but it's been a while.
Yeah, I never have. So for me, it was like just trying to think of either jiggies that I know people would do in that category, but obviously they do 70, so it's like I don't know which ones are in the first 28. Yeah, pretty much. The cheat sheet can help for this. I didn't actually really need it for the jiggies. I guess I've done enough of these at this point that I have a general idea of how long each ones take. I didn't know if like doing stomping planes would have been worth it.
Maybe it's another one that's on the edge.
There are a lot that are on the edge, but
if you're already at the top of the mountain, then maybe. But like by that point, you already had close to
28. So you got 28. That's for GI, right?
Yeah.
Yes, for GI.
So, but you didn't go to HFP, or you?
Why would I need to go to HFP
for Glide?
No.
No, I got leg spring, so I don't need Glide.
You can. Oh, you can do it with just leg spring.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If you didn't think, when I learned ice eggs, I was like gauging the distance to the train switch from the ice eggs platform, and I was like, yeah, you definitely don't need Glide for this. Like a leg spring and a flutter. If necessary, wing whack. I learned wing whack just to be safe, but I didn't even need it for that. Yeah, cool challenge. Thank you for putting "Be careful with DCW" on the hints, because I was really almost gonna DCW to Toxic Waste, and that would have sucked.
Yeah.
I really didn't want a situation where one runner realized what they needed to do with their DCW and one didn't, and we were just sitting here for 2 hours. Like, yeah, this runner's already won. Yep.
Well, what you would have to do is like use grip grab once, but that already adds an hour. You're pretty much not going to win. So,
Sunder, you gonna finish?
Did you?
I did.
I assume, Sunder, that
no,
you did not.
You got to pick up the jiggy, buddy.
It gives it to you automatically.
Oh,
I see now. Yeah.
Am I crazy?
It should give it to you if you finish within the train, but I finished on the enlarging
But she
dino.
spawns the Jiggy in front of her.
Wait, hold on.
No, she only spawns the Jiggy in front of her when
If
you finish it off with Mumbo, like I did.
Really?
I imagine. I don't see why not.
Yeah, Sunder, can you go back? Like, I believe you, but like...
View totals in TDL.
Yeah.
How many Jiggies in TDL do you have?
I don't think he's gonna be able to watch it.
Oh yeah, I can't see that.
He does have
16 because you never
now.
enter TDL normally.
Front.
Then I guess just go to her cave and check it out.
I was at 15. I saw the little animation on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, I believe you,
the Jiggy
but
Jig blade.
This doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
Weird.
I mean,
Why
I
does
guess
that not
that makes
surprise
sense
you?
because you get the cutscene and she's like, "Oh, thanks. Here's a Jiggy."
I mean, there's like a lot of other Jiggies that do that, like Big
what?
Pool and Dippy.
Oh, I
What do you
guess
mean
it does.
Pig Pool?
When
When
Pig
does
Pool
Pig
gives
Pool-
you the Jiggy.
Yeah, but where does it spawn the Jiggy?
It does.
It doesn't. It
never
just gives
spawns a
it
Jiggy.
goes
So what-
directly to your pocket.
Are there
like
any
this
other
one.
Jiggies that like sometimes spawn it and sometimes it goes straight to you?
I see your point. This might be the
Hang
only
on,
one where
hang
it
on.
could do either option.
I guess it makes sense because when she spawns the Jiggy, Mumbo has like a line of text.
What?
Yeah,
Right?
he's like, Yeah, he does. Mumbo talks to the
Yeah,
dino. He
Mumbo
says, I'll
specifically says
I'll pass
something
this on
when
to
the Jiggy
Banjo.
gets
That
spawned.
is so weird.
Yeah. I guess they figure if you're already in the room with Mumbo, they might as well spawn
maybe.
it. But if you're not already in the room, then they will just deliver it to you.
Yeah, we know Snopey. We just we're just so shocked.
So is there a universe in which it's like faster for 100% to do enlarge first?
Well, the thing is, you got to come in here with Mumbo
I
regardless.
guess, yeah.
So I don't think it makes a big difference. Like you're only saving the amount of time that it takes Mumbo to walk up the slope for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That is so weird. Well, GG's, Sunder, you finished. Good job.
Yeah, GG's.
It was like GG's. I think Znernicus, you got a 144-ish, right?
148.
148, and Sunder finished with a 206. So, what was that?
Good thing neither of us used grip grab.
No, nobody used grip grab, right? Yeah. So it was an 18-minute difference, which I think Sunder with first try on the HFP early and a couple other things. Yeah, I think this definitely would
first try.
But to be fair, I don't know because eventually if I couldn't get like the PTS thing, which I wasn't gonna get because it obviously doesn't work, I was gonna go in there with Solo K. I don't know if I would have figured out to do that glide thing if GDO hadn't told me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you had glide.
But what I'm trying to say is, it was a good
I might have messed
under.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go back in your VOD and I'm gonna see what your time loss was on HFP early and see
if it's 20 minutes roughly.
Yeah. So assuming a first try HFP early, which by the way, your first attempt of your clockwork shot was really beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just too bad it was a little bit off.
Oh man, I'm so glad I did not even think of glide because that would have just put me in so much trouble. I was never gonna win if I tried that route.
Yeah, but
whether or not it's a faster route, it's not one that I would execute
well. This season is my HFP early redemption arc, I guess.
Right.